Hello, this is Dane Wigington with geoengineeringwatch.org. Today's Sunday, the 15th of December, 2013. Given the rapidly increasing weather chaos that we all see around the globe, I and others felt it would be helpful to supply a weekly weather perspective to outline the weather events and climate engineering programs that are certainly orchestrating them. Snow in the U.S. Yes, there's been a parade of winter snowstorms in the continental U.S. These engineered weather events have lots of media hype, much of it by the Weather Channel, which is now Rothschild's owned, and all of their paid actors truly help to rah-rah these events while they ignore drought and record heat in other areas that have been occurring for a very long time now. Lots of atmospheric spraying and jet stream manipulation are involved with the creation of these geoengineered storms. Some of the Winter Channel weather theatrical names for these storms, starting from the beginning of this year, and they named all the storms last year as well, by the way. Winter Storm Atlas, Boreas, Cleon, Dion. The latest, just ending this weekend, is Winter Storm Electra. So with all this record cold, where are the temps going from here? Certainly the fluctuations are likely to continue. We've seen through some of these storms high temperatures drop 50 and 60 degrees in one day in Northern California, which has been fluctuating in and out of record warm temperatures for several years, but especially the last 2 years and most specifically this year. We went from record warm temperatures about 10 days ago in the state to a geoengineered cold snap that brought some record lows, and now we're already back approaching record highs. So this kind of fluctuation is going to continue in most places, although the West Coast is getting a lot more of the heat than other parts of the country. For the rest of the country, predictions a week out are interesting. Almost the entire country is predicted to have nighttime lows that are some 10 degrees or more above average. Some of the regions are predicted to have nighttime lows as much as 30 degrees above normal. Now, this is one thing that must be considered, is that geoengineers can and do cool down daytime highs, sometimes tremendously with the toxic metal and chemical sunshade, but this also traps radiant heat at night. So a week out, in spite of a lot of these extremely warm nighttime low temperatures, this is in conjunction with daytime highs that may also be below normal in spite of the nighttime lows being above normal. So let's go to Egypt and the Middle East, where we have now snow in Egypt, Jerusalem, and many people jump up and down and rant, this is global cooling. This is geoengineering. It's not global cooling. If it's so cool, why is Egypt already heading back toward daytime highs in the 70s, nighttime lows at or near 50? Israel's also back to well above normal temps already. Engineered snow events are one of the main tools in the geoengineering toolbox. People need to keep this in mind. These events are not natural in any way, shape, or form. The artificial chemical ice-nucleated storms, they can and do cool temps down, but only for a while, and at what cost to the rest of the planet? The cost is absolutely horrific. What about droughts? Regions around the globe have been targets for geoengineered droughts for many decades. Why? Once you drought the current farmers and owners out of business, it's much easier and much cheaper for multinationals to scoop up this land for pennies on the dollar in many cases. We've seen in Africa that the drought is being used as a tool for many decades, very covertly. People have no idea why these regions are being hammered with drought again and again, and the type of manipulation that goes on behind the scenes that are related to these programs and the power that they wield with these programs of geoengineering. Yet one more of the goal of the geoengineers and their cabal of the clinically insane. I mean, these people are absolutely clinically insane with these programs, but it's just the most incredible form of covert global manipulation of populations. California's drought is scheduled for a worsening scenario. It's already astronomically past any historical comparison. So is this a multinational land grab in California, as we've seen around the globe in other regions, to break the back of the farmers and thus transfer ownership at some point to multinationals, or to use this incredibly severe geoengineered drought as a form of gaining water rights or control of water supplies in the state? It sure looks like these dots connect. Bottom line is this: the roller coaster of weather chaos will continue as the geoengineers play weather whack-a-mole And this with a climate system that is disintegrating by the day. Global geoengineering, of course, is a primary factor in this climate disruption disintegration. But the extreme weather and temperature fluctuations will continue and will likely worsen. So will the rapidly increasing methane hydrates in the Arctic eventually end life on Earth? And this possibly on a very short time horizon. Let's cover that next week. Until then, the erratic weather will continue. Please continue the study on geoengineering. Help spread the word. Thank you. Dane Wigington, geoengineeringwatch.org.